Hey, what's up everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today we are doing the May 27th ESPN recap that was headlined by Luis Alberto Lopez defending his title against Michael Conlan. And I'm also going to include the cruiserweight title fight that wasn't on ESPN that was between Lawrence Okolie and Chris Billam-Smith. Now, before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I try to build my channel up. So yeah, any kind of support would be great. If you don't like what I'm doing, leave me a thumbs down and let me know why. I'm totally open to everything. Now let's get into this card. We start with the fight that wasn't on the ESPN card that I'm going to talk about, and that was Okolie versus Chris Billam-Smith. And May 27th, I couldn't have been more wrong between the three main fights that happened. I got the Lara versus Wood fight wrong, even though I did say I believed Wood could win the fight in their rematch. But yeah, I mean, I thought Okolie was going to cruise against Chris Billam-Smith, and Okolie just decided to hold for a majority of the fight. It cost him points, and then he got knocked down 2 or 3 times, and that cost him more points, and he lost a convincing decision because of that, and lost his world title. So Lawrence Okolie upset by Chris Billam-Smith as he loses his first fight and loses his cruiserweight championship. I was very surprised by that. But yeah, Chris Billam-Smith, big win right there, and we'll discuss his what's next week, and Lawrence Okolie's as well. Tough loss for him. But the main event of the ESPN card saw Luis Alberto Lopez returning to make the first defense of his title following his win in Scotland over Josh Warrington, or United Kingdom, I'm sorry, over Josh Warrington last year. And then, and he was going into enemy territory again into Ireland against Mick Conlan, and he didn't even care. He went out there and did his thing, was aggressive and was pushing the action, and then scored a brutal 5th round knockout win, or he laid out Mick Conlan and retained his title. I picked Conlan to win this fight, so I was wrong about this one as well. I did believe Luis Lopez could pull the win out, but I thought the knockout was going to come more from a wear down, like Lee Wood kind of did against Conlan. But Luis Alberto Lopez proved to me that he might be even higher than Lee Wood with this victory. I think he should be ranked higher. This was a big win right here to knock out Michael Conlan clean. And, that was huge, especially after a close win, majority decision win over Josh Warrington. People can look at that and be like, well, maybe Josh Warrington's not as good as we thought. Well, we know Michael Conlan was pretty good, and he was damn near right around, right 2 seconds away from being a world champion. And I say that sarcastically, but he was right there, well ahead on the scorecards, and got stopped against Lee Wood. So you could argue that Conlan, really is a very good fighter, and I believe he is. And Luis Alberto Lopez didn't even let it get into the deep waters to where he could wear down Conlan the way Wood did. He just cracked him with a huge right uppercut that knocked out Michael Conlan clean. And now Luis Alberto Lopez is sitting at the top of the mountain. So we're going to do what's next videos, a video on Luis Alberto Lopez for sure. But to be honest, I think Michael Conlan with this knockout loss has dropped out of the top 10, to be honest. He might still be right around there, and if he is, we'll do a what's next video on him. But yeah, I don't believe he's gonna remain in the top 10, but he could, so we'll see. But yeah, tough loss for Michael Conlan. Second knockout loss in the same amount of years. I know he had a couple wins in between the losses, but that's really going to hurt him, and we'll see how he tries to bounce back from that. But Luis Alberto Lopez, as I said, sitting on top of the world now, so big win. So that's it. That's what I got. That's my recap for the May 27th the Zone card, and also the BT Sport Okolie versus Chris Billam-Smith cruiserweight title fight that took place on the 27th as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.